the Eagles. They're explosive in the run and pass games. They've got a quarterback playing with Mahomes-like confidence. In the last 2 weeks, they've beaten 7-win teams by 25 and 26. So there you go. That's undeniable. That's why.
See, but this is what I'm talking about. Why was Josh Allen the MVP favorite? Because he almost beat Mahomes. Why is Jalen Hurts now the MVP favorite? Because he reminds you of Patrick Mahomes.
Well,
and you all have gotten spoiled.
Yo, what up, Bird Gang? You know what it is. Another episode of Irrational Logic. I got my man Mark right here. Got my man Jay, of course, up here. We talking yes, sir. We talking everything. Birds, I mean, I'm a little exhausted about that, of that win, yesterday. All that smack I was talking. I'm surprised I still got a voice today. But, they asked for it. They could receive. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So, first of all, fellas, me and Jesse already talked about, we gave our game ball to in the last episode. But, Mark, me and you watched the game together yesterday. If you had to give the game ball to anybody, who would you give the game ball to?
It's a toss-up between Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Tell them why. Tell them why.
I like that.
I bet you do. Tell them why.
Breaking up, fam. The game ball to Nick Sirianni too. The Titans, we killed him through there. Sorry, bro.
Good, man.
We beat the Titans through the air,
right?
And then we beat the Packers with the run game. We brought a balanced attack and beat them with both against the Giants this week, and it was great. We saw Miles Sanders getting in the end zone. Boston Scott got his, like he always does against the Giants. Had two really big returns for us that set him up.
Yeah.
The offense did its thing, and the defense, the pass rush did their thing too.
They eating. That's one thing we didn't talk about a lot yesterday, because the defense did ball out, and a lot of times this year we gave especially my brother right here. I don't know how this is going to turn out. My man Jay, he always been giving Jonathan Gannon a hard time, talking about he's soft and everything else. I mean, he has some points in this season where I can agree. But the defenses are eating like monsters right now. I think my man Brandon Graham, the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, I think he might get his double-digit sacks this year. What's your take on that, Jay? You think he's going to get it? 4 games left, he's at 8.5.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, it's survival of the fittest on that front line, man. Them boys, they coming. So it's better get there first.
It's a Wolfpack mentality. That's a good point. That's a Wolfpack mentality because everybody wants it, and that's what I love about this team. The team chemistry. You can tell that these guys is having fun together. Like in the last episode, the intro I put in Miles Sanders at the beginning, he's talking I'm gonna be like Bobby Boucher, you know what I mean? And he may hit the bull. Yeah. They're having a good time laughing and you know what I mean? It's been a long time since we've seen something like that. So I do love our team chemistry, and I love the fact that you did get the game ball to Nick Sirianni because he has a different vibe, man. I don't know if y'all watched the highlights, but when Devontae scored that touchdown coming off the sideline, he was going off. You see him running up and down the sideline, Nick Sirianni, he was.
Oh yeah.
He's a different type of coach, man. I love that about him.
He brings a new definition to players coach.
Facts.
He values his personnel before anything else. He puts our players in the best position for them to succeed. Right. That's why everything is gelling and running so smoothly, because there literally is a spot for everybody on this team to perform well. And you've seen it this year. That's why we're 12-1.
12-1, baby. And like you said, every person on that 53 matters. And, speaking of the 53, we got to talk about injuries. So my man, Sipos, the punter, he tried to play hero ball, and I appreciate him, trying to make a play happen when there was nothing to be had. But he got injured. So today we had my man Brett Kern, I think his first name is Brett, from the Titans. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler punter, and what Howie does when Howie get an opportunity, he went ahead and signed that bull. So our punter is taken care of now. The question really I have for both of you gentlemen, and we start you off, Jay. who's the safety that you would want to sign right now? Because right now, Blankenship hurt. He might miss a game or two. We already know that Courtney Garner-Johnson is gone probably at least to week 16, maybe into the playoffs. Who knows? Is there a safety out there that you could see? Because we've heard the names. We heard Anthony Harris. We also heard of Malcolm Jenkins, returning to us, which, that could be a thing too. Is there anybody out there that, that you think would be a perfect fit for this team, and why?
I mean, if we were just dealing with those two names, I feel like either one of them could come in and make an impact. I feel like either one of them probably will be a good, solid fit.
Right.
To be honest with you, if I had to choose one of the two, I probably would go Jenkins, just because, Jenkins. That's
he's legendary. He's legendary.
Yeah, man. That's hometown right there, man. Come on home, bro. Like, come on back with us. You know what I mean? But I feel like right now, man, our defense is good. Honestly, it's like, you can never have enough weapons,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So signing someone like Jenkins or Harris definitely wouldn't hurt us. But at the same time, I feel like, we good,
Okay.
So I wouldn't be mad if we didn't sign anybody, if we just rocked out with what we got and just keep the chemistry the way it is and next man up. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a big piece to it, the chemistry. That's one thing I do think about. I mean, it came back that Blankenship might miss a game or two, so it's not a long-term injury. He doesn't qualify for injury reserve, so this is more of a Band-Aid fit, if anything else. But Mark, what's your thoughts on the safety position, the opening? Should we sign somebody? And there's somebody that if you would want to sign somebody, what name would that be?
Well, obviously, we would all love if Jenkins came back just because of legendary status, leadership ability, and just he's been there. He knows the Eagles.
Right.
However, what I think is more likely to happen is we re-sign Anthony Harris and then cut him later, or we just roll Kayvon Wallace, which I don't really like that. But if it's only for a game or two, it probably won't hurt us too bad.
I feel you. So nobody's saying Tart, right? Jaquiski Tart, he's not coming back. You don't want to see him?
No, I'm not seeing
him. He was cut pretty early in preseason. So
yeah, I get you on that. I'm gonna disagree with you too. I would take Harris over Jenkins simply because Harris, he actually practiced with the team in training camp. He was starting with the team last year. He was on the practice squad earlier this year. And he knows Gannon. He knows Gannon's terminology. I feel like you bring anybody in here who doesn't know the terminology this late in the season, there could be confusion on the back end.
It's more so just because,
I mean, Jenkins is more of like it's a luxury pickup to me. It's like it's an ornament on
it's more so just because we love Jenkins.
Of course.
He did a lot for us.
Yeah.
So seeing him in an Eagles jersey again would be dope. That's the main reason. It's
the worst thing though is what it could be worse than that though is the fact that we do see him in Eagles jersey. He's the reason that he gives up a big play because he doesn't know the lingo, the terminology, and he's just being put in there. I want to keep him in the same vision that I have him in right now. Plus, he's been retired for the whole year. I don't know if he's in football shape or not.
Exactly.
So I don't know how that would work out.
He claims to have been working out.
Yeah, but working out and playing football is two different things. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
You don't know how that would work out. But for me, it's Ant Harris. We'll see what happens. I know Jay and I, we talked about OBJ. I know you don't want to bring that up. We'll say that for another episode because I think there's room for this roster for OBJ, man. Speaking of signings, so we got the Dallas Cowboys made a blockbuster signing today. They signed T.Y. Hilton. These dudes is really happy about T.Y. Hilton. Let me tell you something. I know y'all all got the app Bleacher Report, right? They have a segment on Bleacher Report. It's like free agents that can help a team right now. When the last time you seen T.Y. Hilton? I didn't even know. I thought T.Y. Hilton retired or was on a roster. I didn't even know he was a free agent. That's the crazy part. Does T.Y. Hilton bring the Dallas Cowboys over the top? Yes or no?
He's played like 5 games in 3 years.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about T.Y. either.
Believe this or not, there's Cowboys fans that are telling me that this is a better signing than OBJ, even if OBJ was ready to go right now. Do y'all believe that?
Absolutely not.
Are they full of shit? Are they just trying to look good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jay, you on mute?
Anything to protect themselves.
Yeah. What you think, Jay?
Yeah, I feel like right now the Cowboys is in panic mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like they need to pick up somebody. They need some help somewhere because they know they not getting past the first. You feel
Not
me?
at all. Right.
So they trying to get reinforcements to come in here and help them out.
Good receiver they got.
Say that again. Oh yeah, because they got Lamb and they got Gallup, and then they got James Washington. And then you got T.Y. Hilton. So basically, James Washington do what they wanted him to do. That's why they signed T.Y. Hilton, in my opinion. But they still trash. Y'all trash, bro. Y'all should have signed
they almost lost to Houston.
Almost lost to Houston. Y'all should have lost to Houston, number one.
They should have.
But listen,
if Damian Pierce wasn't hurt.
Yeah, that would have been over.
He was in when they was down in the goal line.
That's touchdown.
They'd have took that out, bro.
Oh my God, I wanted that so bad just to drink the tears this morning. Oh, my orange juice.
Mo Jr.
Come on, man. Fresh pressed orange juice. Add Dallas tears to it with my scrambled eggs and bacon. That had been a glorious breakfast this morning. But it's okay. We'll wait for it. You know, like Stephen A. say, just wait. Just wait.
Just wait, bro.
Just wait.
It's bound to happen.
It's waiting to happen. It's bound to happen. You know, so that's enough of the Cowboys talk, man, because they, you know how they do. But listen, so we got Chicago coming up this week. This is my game. We talked about it before, Jay, that I was scared about this being a trap game because this man, Justin Fields. And to be honest, we had a great game against the Giants, but Jones did get loose on us a little bit. Tannehill got loose on us a little bit the week before. Now we have a premier running quarterback, probably as far as, athletic talent, probably the best running quarterback, since Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. Because Jalen's, he's athletic, but this dude Fields is on a different level when it comes to shiftiness and movement. Maybe Kyler Murray, maybe a little to a certain extent.
Speed,
So I'm gonna go with you first, Mark. Like, as far as coming to Chicago, what are the things that you feel like we'll do great on? Give me one thing that you feel like we're gonna do awesome with, and one thing that you think we should be looking at or worried about.
I think the offense is still going to do their thing next week. And honestly, it doesn't really matter. Nobody can stop us right now. However, what you said, worrying about the Bears being a trap game, I actually thought the same exact thing, just because Justin Fields is like kind of a mismatch for our defense. However, I don't think he's going to do enough for them to beat us.
Okay. What do you think we can exploit on that? If you have anything from an offense or defense perspective or coaching perspective, whatever. Where do you think that we kill them at as far as the Bears are concerned?
I think we're definitely going to win in the trenches on both sides of the ball, because that's the Eagle way. That's one thing that I know for sure. If we're
breaking up, baby,
maybe skill position, I think Sanders is going to run all over them.
I would love
and
that.
Continue breaking up.
Yeah.
Sanders.
I like it.
Sanders is really coming to his own. 11 rushing touchdowns.
Over 1,000 yards. First one says Shady. All the hate he's got.
2014.
You know what's crazy though, Mark? It's like when I was wrong about Jalen Hurts and Jalen Hurts turning around, I was the first one to say, hey man, my bad, my mistake. Listen, players F up, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm here, I'm going to come back. I'm giving my time.
I do remember you telling me that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Hurts can't stand this dude. And then you come back, he balled like, listen. And the only thing I didn't like about it is because I didn't think he was better than Wentz as an all-around passer. He changed my mind. He's better than Wentz. He's definitely the MVP of the league right now. But for some odd reason, my brother cannot admit that they were wrong about Miles Sanders. And this is a perfect opportunity. It's the holiday season.
Listen. I gave
Christ is coming soon. No. Was you wrong about him?
Was I wrong about him?
Yeah, look how long you got to take a whole gulp. You got to swallow. Come on, man. What you going? Is you wrong or was you right? Is he bad or is he good? Wow, y'all see it?
Listen,
you can't do it. You can't do it.
Listen, I can't sit here and say in full confidence that Miles is the answer. I can't say that going forward we need to give him a long-term deal. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even know what money's gonna look like, though, Jay.
Right, we don't.
Okay,
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
so
right
let's say
now,
money's not the issue. Money's not the issue. Okay.
I still feel like, look. I'll put it like this: Sanders, he's doing his thing. I'll give you that. I was wrong. I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be trash this year, like a bag of booties, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
know if y'all ever see the bag of booties, but that's trash. But keep going.
But at the same time, I still feel like we need a power back.
Okay, we need a power
I feel like
back.
I feel like we need someone who's going to hit the
holes.
The same way. When we get in the red zone and we on that goal line, I don't need you to be dancing. I don't need you to be, you know what I'm saying? I need you to get in there.
When is he dancing shit though? Jay, tell me, when's the last time you seen him dance, Jay?
Bro, we're not gonna sit here and act like Sanders don't dance.
Don't bring up
like
old
you're not dancing
stuff,
with
bro.
the stars.
Don't bring up Hurts old stuff. You can't bring up Sanders old stuff. Let's keep it fair. I'm not bringing Jalen Hurts old stuff up because he ain't doing it no more. If Sanders ain't doing it no more, you can't call him on it no more, right?
I hear you. I give you that.
Boy, it's hurting you so much to say this man is balling right now. It's ridiculous. I'm glad I got it on tape. You on mute. But yeah. So like, I get you. So let's step over that. So Miles Sanders, Marcus, like Miles Sanders is gonna ball out. We're a little nervous because it's a trap game, but we're gonna win in the trenches. So Jay, for you, what are you concerned with about Chicago next week, and where do you see we shine?
Honestly, I feel like they both one and the same. I feel like what we need to be nervous about is what we need to be nervous about is Fields.
Right.
But because that's what we need to be nervous about, I feel like that's where we're gonna shine. I feel like we're gonna shut Fields down.
We're gonna prep for him. Basically what you said.
Yeah, because we know
just
what
like
it
we
is,
shut
man.
down Henry.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's the quarterback's a difference, though, bro. The quarterback's been running on us a little bit. You know what I mean? But I get your point. It is. But we know that.
I feel like we got the personnel to do it, man.
Of course.
Our D line is quick. We fast. Right. Our linebackers are sideline to sideline. Yeah. I need you to give my boy some tick. My boy need to get some tick this game.
Nakobe.
You know it, bro.
Nakobe.
You know it.
Obi-Wan Nakobe.
If it was me, I have Kobe in there on Fields' ass. Like, you just stand here and watch that man. You know what I'm saying? Let everyone else do everything else.
Who you taking out?
You just stand here and spy Fields.
Who you gonna take out? You gotta take somebody out, though. Who you taking out?
Take out Wright.
What? You tripping. So, like, no. You tripping. Cut that. Hey, cut that from the future.
What you mean?
He been drinking a little. Holidays.
I mean, it'll either be Wright or Edwards.
You know what? To be honest with you, this might be the team you do some experimental things where you put the Kobe Dean, but you take Wallace out. And you run a one safety defense and just say, you know what? If you're gonna beat us in the air, beat us in the air.
I mean, that's true too. That's true too. But
yeah, I might do that.
Kaiser White dropping back.
I feel like
nobody drop back. We press. We know how to change up when we need to.
The D-line's gonna bull rush them.
Of course, press them.
Look, all I know is Fields. The past 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I forget which one it is, but the past 2 or 3 weeks, this man has been running amok.
He ain't got no choice.
You know what I'm saying?
We can't have.
He don't got no weapons. I'm not afraid of. I'm not afraid.
I can put.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got Fields and they got Montgomery, and if we shut that down, we good.
To your point, we have two of the best cornerbacks in the league. We have the best slot cornerback in the league. I'll man up. I'll put Nakobe in. We'll play one safety high, and until you show me something different, this is your this is how your day's gonna go. So much respect to that. Now for me, I think that where we shine is that we just better. Our talent-wise across the board, from the front office to the water boy, we better. You know what I mean? We just outclass that. What scares me about Chicago is their field. I'm so scared of their field.
It's hard to play in Chi-Town.
Bro, their field is trash. So I'm scared about injury concerns. That's what scares the living shit out of me when it comes. I hate that field. Like every time we play on that field, something happens, bro. And that's what worries me for real. Like to be honest with you, I would be more happy I would bitch the starters. Guess how scared I'm of that field. And I'll take the L. I'll take the L because that's not the point. Is not winning this game. Being Chicago don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like. But that field is treacherous, man. So I'm a little concerned with that. With that being said, I know that's not going to happen, you know. But you know, I think actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and go into the next segment. Let's get game scores for Chicago versus Philly, and we're going to do another segment, you know, probably later on in the week if everybody can, you know, come up and we'll talk about other teams. But just for our squad, you know, as of right this second. Just give me a game. So we're not going to do MVPs and stuff like that. So, Jay, do you have a score that you're looking at for Chicago? Us for Chicago. In Chicago, weather's probably going to be stupid. What's your score?
I think it's going to be 35-10.
Eesh. Okay.
Easy
Birds,
work.
of course. Just for y'all that know, he meant the Birds. You know what I'm saying? That should be a good one. But yeah, 35-10. I'm not mad at it. I think that's possible. Mark, what you got?
I got 34-24. They get a garbage time touchdown in the fourth, maybe 2 garbage time touchdowns. But I was thinking pretty much the same thing.
So the score might be closer than it actually was because we let them in until we took the foot off the gas. Okay.
Pretty much.
I think it's going to be, I'm looking at like 21-3, 21-7 type game. I think just because the weather as well as the field, I think it's gonna be a lot of grinding, a lot of long drives, and we're just gonna take the air out the ball and just try to get out there alive. You know, I think we set the tempo. We'll do what we want to do with Chicago. I don't think they have a chance in hell, but I didn't think the Texans have a chance against Dallas, and they almost pulled that off. So stranger things have happened. But no doubt, I think we all say, you know, unanimously, or we have said it, that, you know, Philly's going to win this game. Last thing before we depart. So I do Bleacher Report. I know y'all don't Bleacher Report. And I was in a conversation with some Chiefs fans, and how they say Mahomes is the MVP right now. You know, I know this is kind of like a pop quiz, but if you could say anything to these Chiefs fans on behalf of Jalen Hurts' nomination for MVP compared to Mahomes, what is something that you would point out to them? Anything at all? Y'all, either one of you.
Look at the record.
That's all I was
Look at the record. Like, what are we talking about here, bro?
What are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
Just don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep on Hurts.
You can't sleep.
They've been doing it all year.
Mahomes out
sleeping.
They still sleeping. Wake their ass up, set their alarm. Listen, Mahomes has not beaten the AFC contender this year. Keep that in mind. He's lost to the Bills and he's lost to the Bengals. They got wins, but they haven't beat anybody that's in their, you know, in their weight class.
Exactly.
We beating everybody. We beating everybody. And then they try to hit me with, well, y'all got the weakest division in football. If you're going off of last year, sure.
10-win teams.
Hold on. If you're going off of last year, we were the weakest division in football. But look at this year. All our teams are in the playoffs right this second. The AFC West, where y'all reside.
The best division of football right now, bro.
The AFC West, where y'all reside. The Broncos. Bronco country, let's ride. Russell Wilson didn't do what you thought he was going to be. The Raiders isn't what you thought they were going to be. The Chargers are now coming on. But really, y'all division weaker than ours. So I don't want to hear that noise. You know, as far as that goes.
Right into the ground.
Right into the ground. You know what I mean? So
that
MVP,
horse tripped and fell.
Yeah, exactly. Do any one of y'all have any reservations on Jalen Hurts being an MVP, whether it be for his own statistics or, you know, what his involvement is, or is there somebody else that you think might deserve it more, no matter what position it is?
Not at all, bro. I feel like Hurts
deserves
he gets it just off the simple fact of he had so much hate and doubt on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he has.
You break it up, Mark. They sound like the lady from Peanuts. you cutting out, man. You gotta get next to that Wi-Fi, baby. Go ahead, say that again, Jay.
Yeah, I was just saying, man. Like Hurts, man.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah,
Your face in here. You a mannequin move right now. Yeah, like you doing a mannequin. Like you talking, but I don't see like you a ventriloquist right now. Like your lips ain't move, but I can hear you speaking a little bit. Nah, I'm messing with you.
It's funny.
That's all good, man. Hey, just put a pause on it. But go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Like Hurts had he had so much hate and doubt, and everyone was against him. You know what I'm saying? Right. And through all of that adversity, he still came out and did his thing.
Right.
Like no other.
Right.
You feel me?
True. Okay.
And if he finishes out the season, the regular season, if he close out these next 4 games, bro, you can't tell me this man ain't the MVP.
X. Mark, what you got on that? You can't. I got you. Mark, what you got on that?
Hurts deserves it, basically. Numbers don't lie. Mahomes has more passing yards, also more turnovers. We have the highest turnover differential in the league.
Yep.
And if Mahomes wins, it's because popularity, honestly.
That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of that y'all won't believe your eyes. It's like there's no way Jalen Hurts get MVP. That just doesn't compute. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want that. Like, I don't want that to happen with these dudes that make these votes because they had a preconceived notion of what this season was going to look like. No one had Jalen Hurts No one had Jalen Hurts as the MVP this year. Like, before the season started, no one said Jalen Hurts was going to be the MVP. There was one guy who made a bet though. He bet $5. He chose Jalen Hurts for MVP. I think he said Christian McCaffrey comeback player of the year. I forgot who he said coach of the year, and he said Nick Bosa was defensive player of the year. He bet $5. If he wins out, he gets $175,000. So good luck to that man. I hope he does. That'd be monumental for him, and he definitely needs to be telling me my lottery numbers moving forward. But like as far as Jalen Hurts is concerned, no doubt, no question, this man is him. You know, and you know what? The thing that doesn't get talked about a lot is his leadership ability. Because I'm telling you, this team plays better because of him. And coming into this season, I thought, you know what, this roster is stacked, and we might win in spite of him, but we're winning because of him. And not just from a stat sheet perspective, but the conversation that he has, the kind of focus that he puts in everybody's head. Look, man, cool, we won, but that's not what we're here for. Like, you celebrate a little bit, you know.
Exactly.
But we're not done with this yet, you know. And, you know, he has a mind, you know what, it's crazy. Like, Sirianni and Hurts have the same mindset, because even Sirianni was in the press conference like, oh, we clinched the playoffs? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Next week in Chicago, right? Like, they don't care about that. And all I want, like, last thing I'm going to say is the only thing I wish, like, once we win the division, and they come out with the T-shirts, and they come out with the hats, I want every Eagles player to just throw it to the side and say, that's not what we came here for.
No, man.
That's not what we came here for.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's where we at right now. Anybody want to add anything? Go ahead.
I feel the same way. Like, I tell everybody, it's like, man, y'all Eagles doing good. I'm like, well, I'm taking it week by week. I can't get myself overhyped. I'm going to enjoy everything happening during the game, but I'm still keeping it moving week by week. And also, one more thing.
Yes, sir.
We talked about Miles Sanders breaking 10 rushing touchdowns. How about my man A.J. Brown breaking 10 receiving touchdowns?
That's true.
And 1,000 yards.
And a clip.
In the same game.
1K open.
A.J. 1K. Always open.
And they got 4 more games left. That's why I say
Smitty's going to break the 1K also.
I think Smitty got a good chance to get 1,000 yards too. I think they're going to try to get 1,000 yards. And I hope
Hurts going to get 1,000 rushing.
Yep. And Hassan Reddick, he got double-digit sacks again.
10 sacks.
3 teams, never first play in NFL history, they've been on 3 different teams in 3 consecutive years with double-digit sacks. Great sign at Howie. And then on top of that, as far as that goes, like I said, Devontae can hit it. I'm just hoping that maybe my favorite Eagles player of all time, not because, well, second favorite. My favorite is Dawkins, obviously. But maybe my second favorite Eagles fan of all time, Eagles player, Brandon Graham. He's always wanted to hit double-digit sacks. He's at 8.5 with 4 left. I hope he gets his 10, man. He deserves it.
Oh,
man.
he will.
He's
I think he will.
He got to. 4 games left, 1.5.
Yeah.
I hope so. You know. So, anything you want to say, Jay, before we bounce out?
Man, as always, bro. Bird gang, you know.
Bird gang. You know what it is, guys. Irrational Logic. This has been a great episode. You'll see us again. We'll probably meet up again on Thursday to talk about the games coming up this week. You know what? I want to do it. You know what we're going to start doing, though? And, fellas, I want to do a weekly power rankings of Eagles haters. And we're just going to look at, like, we're going to look like Stephen A. Smith and Nick Wright and Skip Bayless and Shannon. And whoever's top 5 haters, we're going to have a graphic right here. These are the top 5 haters of the week. This week for me is Nick Wright. I can't stand you, G. I hope you see this one day. But other than that, man, until next time, Bird Gang, we love y'all. Take it easy. Peace.